To understand the present-day situation in the Balkans, one must go back to the days of the Balkan crisis.
The countries of Serbia and Kosovo that are the focus of our intervention strategy were part of the now defunct state of Yugoslavia, which consisted of the present-day countries of Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, Slovenia, and Kosovo. In the aftermath of World War I, the Kingdom of Serbia formed the state of Yugoslavia. When World War II broke out, Yugoslavia fell into the leadership of communist guerrillas, which in turn gave way to the dictatorship of Josip Tito. Tito was in command of the country for over 35 years until his death in 1980. Under his rule, Tito suppressed ethnic tensions and national sentiments amongst the fractious territories of Yugoslavia. After his death, tensions were revived as his successors attempted to center political power amongst the Serbian population. Civil war ensued just over a decade after Tito's death. In its wake, over 140,000 people died, and a further 4 million were displaced. After the Balkans conflict, the political regimes of the newly independent states were unstable and mired in corruption. Among the vast array of problems, ethnic tensions are the most pressing.
Ethnic tensions are still a main problem amongst the Serbs, Croats, Bosnians, and Kosovar. In 2008, Kosovo declared independence. Its independence is recognized by the United States and the European Union, but Serbia does not formally recognize the government of Kosovo.
Out of all the former Yugoslav countries, Kosovo has suffered the most. Its economy still suffers from the aftermath of extensive outside bombing, displaced peoples, and the war with Serbia. According to the World Bank, Kosovo is one of the poorest countries inside of Europe. Nearly 50% of the population of Kosovo is unemployed. A further 17% live in extreme poverty. Unlike Kosovo, Serbia has a much better economic and political situation. Although problems from the 1990 civil war remain strong, Serbia has positioned itself to gain entry into the European Union and has opened its politics to the people.
However, Serbia and Kosovo are prone to many problems plaguing the former Yugoslavia states, such as political instability and corruption. Among all problems, though, ethnic tensions remain in Serbia and Kosovo, although the war has ended 20 years ago in nearly a decade of independence.
It's our goal to replace ethnic tensions with a positive peace in Kosovo and Serbia. Current tensions between Kosovo government and Serbian government are culminated from ethnic tensions between Kosovo Albanians and Kosovo Serbs. Our intent is not just a suspension of rivalry between Kosovo Serbs and Kosovo Albanians, but rather the establishment of social and national pacification. For this to occur, it is important that the process of establishing peace is restorative rather than retributive. It is not our intention to establish a form that allows for an inflation of hostility, but rather to foster forgiveness through the healing process. We will propose to establish multiple local truth and reconciliation councils throughout Kosovo and Serbia, with a central TRC established in a neutral location such as Geneva. TRCs have proven to be successful in post-apartheid Africa, where they helped thousands find closure through truth and forgiveness, rather than further bloodshed. Local TRCs would be necessary in Serbia and Kosovo for increased accessibility by the people of both countries. This would overcome the failure that was found after the Rwandan genocide.
While the Central TRC is important in facilitating the healing process, it is our intent that the local TRCs will be the force in establishing a positive peace. This is very much a grassroots approach to political transformation. Through local TRCs, peace will be established on the local level until it travels to the national level. When this occurs, the problem of Kosovo's legitimacy will finally become openly discussed between the Kosovo and Serbian governments. With this, it may be possible to transform Kosovo and Serbia, helping foster open political government in both countries, crack down on organized crime that has proliferated throughout the region, improve the overall economic relationship of both nations through the fostering of free trade amongst the two nations, and attract foreign support through the European Union. If the two states are truly to be transformed, then higher involvement with the wider European community is an absolutely essential element.
A main TRC would be located in Geneva, Switzerland. This TRC would focus on international issues between the countries of Serbia and Kosovo, such as the sovereignty of Kosovo. However, a majority of the TRCs would be at the local level within the two respective states. The local TRCs would focus on individual level issues such as loss of property, acts of violence, and internal displacement. The main TRCs located in Geneva would be administered by the European Union, specifically the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, the OSCE. Local TRCs would be run by a trusted local representative under the supervision of an OSCE official. To increase participation of the local populations, TRCs would be promoted by international and local NGOs present in the region, such as the International Red Cross and UNICEF. Promotional activity of the TRC would be overseen by the OSCE. Hearing the truth and reaching closer takes time. Therefore, it must be expected that the truth and reconciliation process, particularly at the local level, could take decades.
The desired outcome of this intervention policy would be for normalized relations between Serbia and Kosovo, discussion regarding Kosovo's sovereignty, a reduction in regional tensions, and increased cooperation among ethnic communities to tackle various issues. Furthermore, increasing empathy and cooperation at the local level among once conflict-prone ethnic communities would help build cooperation between Serbia and Kosovo. A strong foundation in both countries can lead to a powerful partnership between the once two conflict-ridden nations of Kosovo and Serbia.
Through the intervention strategy, with the aim of positive peace, the hope is that ethnic tensions can be decreased, paving a way for both Serbia and Kosovo to move forward towards a brighter future not plagued by ethnic conflict, but cooperation among all ethnicities. This will lead to the closure of a conflict that ended over 20 years ago, but still haunts many today.